From what you understand of the scope of the subpoena that was the basis of the Supreme Court ruling today, do you think that prosecutors are about to get their hands on a subset of what you and your colleagues saw at the Times, or do you think they are getting considerably more than what you guys were able to see?
When it comes to the tax returns, they're going to get a subset. They're going to see 8 years of the tax returns, and we had over 2 decades of the tax returns. So in that sense, they're going to be seeing less, but they're getting just an entire universe more of information in terms of other documents that have been subpoenaed that could be really critical to actually making the case. And that includes communication between Donald Trump and his accountants, audited financial statements, communication that has gone back and forth, and a whole other array of documents that are going to be produced that sort of will explain sort of what went into the taxes in a lot more detail.
In terms of the communications between the president and his business and the accounting firm, or indeed the communications among people at the accounting firm who were working on this account, why would those be so valuable potentially to prosecutors who are looking to try to uncover evidence of the kind of white-collar fraud that I just described?
When you see tax returns, are really important, but they're sort of top line. So if I use an example, so there's a lot of questions, and you mentioned it, about the payment to Stormy Daniels and to other potential hush money that was paid. We saw the tax returns, those payments aren't itemized, but there's a lot of places that those payments could go. For example, legal fees is a likely one, and they could have been put into a line where, legal fees are a tax deduction, but they're not itemized on a tax return. But prosecutors could now get really detailed information that goes at exactly what was in those legal fees, and they could find something there. So that's one really clear example of where they're probably going to look right away if they can get all of that. They're also going to see communication back and forth. So you're going to see, the decisions that were made about what to file. What did the Trump organization or Donald Trump tell his accountants? Were there misrepresentations there? So a lot of things are really important in the pieces that go into it. We did a story in 2018 where we found tax fraud that Donald Trump had committed in the 1990s. We did that by piecing together financial statements, bank statements, general ledgers, public information, but it was a whole, kind of puzzle that we had to put together. Financial statement or tax returns are kind of your best case when you're submitting to the IRS. There's actually a line where you can say, I accepted a bribe. People don't usually fill it in, but it's usually you're not filing something that's just apparently illegal.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.